Hey everyone, it's Andy Zitzmann, founder of the GAMETIME Movement, where I'm on a mission to helping you and 1 million other people step up your game. In this short 3 to 5 minutes every day, I'm going to provide you with inspiration, motivation, and empowering information so that you can wake up, have a little pick-me-up, get fired up so that you step up on a daily basis. So get ready, because it's time, it's your time, it's game time. Hey, what's up everyone? It's Andy Zitzmann and welcome to today's show. Today, I am going to slow it down. That's right, I'm going to slow it down today. You know, Roger Anthony, who's a business partner of a good friend of mine, Dave Austin. Roger actually just passed recently, but Dave carries on his messaging and his business with extreme focus. And he has a great quote that says, "Get there fast by going slow." Get there fast by going slow. So today, I want to talk to you about downtime. I want to talk about slowing down. So, you know, I just, it's interesting, right? I was a go-getter in my 20s. I mean, I'm a go-getter today, but I'm always going fast and I'm running, I'm going through things. And I just, you know, I was living my life unconsciously and I wondered why I wasn't feeling the fulfillment and the happiness that I wanted. And I wondered why over time I started to get run down and burnt out and I started to lose that creativity, started to lose, you know, some of those successful qualities. Well, I'll tell you what, there has been a tremendous amount of studies done lately on the effectiveness of downtime and the effectiveness of taking breaks, the effectiveness of taking vacations, the effectiveness of getting more sleep, and that it is essential to have downtime in order to be your true, authentic self, in order to be your best. So think about that for a second. If you're an entrepreneur, small business owner, someone that's, you know, leading a movement, someone that's, you know, doing some big things, someone that wants to be doing some big things, you know, and maybe you're just running through, you know, life and running through your business and you're wondering why you're not getting to where you want to go. Or maybe you're just, you know, frustrated and overwhelmed with everything that you have to do. And so your answer to that is to push, and to do more. You know, if you're like me, that's probably what your answer is a lot of times. Do more, work harder, you know, spend more hours. Well, you know what? Chances are, to be any successful business person, you're going to have to work really hard and you're going to have to log the hours and kick some butt. But at the same time, we got to remember the importance of some downtime, of creating some space for our minds to be cleared. Because when we clear our mind, that ultimately allows us to tap back into that creativity, to revitalize, and to ultimately be successful. So there's three things, and you know these three things, but I'm here today to serve as a reminder that perhaps this time where you're at is time to take some downtime. There's three things you can do. Number one is sleep. We all know the importance of sleep. And some people say, hey, I can work on 4 hours of sleep and I'm good. You know, and others, you know, just work on 4 hours of sleep because they think that's all they can sleep. You know, whatever it is for you, just ask yourself, are you getting enough sleep? Because the studies show that if on average, if you get around 6 to 8 hours of sleep, chances of you being more productive are greater. Chances of you having more energy are greater. Chances of you being more creative are greater. And the chances of your attitude being positive are greater. So, I mean, just alone with that, getting enough sleep is really important. So, in order to do that, why don't you just, you know, pick the time that you're going to wake up every morning, work your way back from 6 or 8 hours, and just make the commitment that the TV's off, the lights are off, and you're asleep, you know, within that window. So number one is sleep. Number two, and we all know, we've heard about this, are vacations. You know, in my 20s, I never took vacations. I just worked. You know, and some of you might be saying, you know what, I don't have time for a vacation. I can't take a week off. I'm running a business. I can't take 2 weeks off. I'm running a business. Well, I would encourage you to figure out how you can plan to take at least a week off. You know, and in the meantime, in the short term, if you can't take a long vacation, if you can't get out your calendar for 2015 and schedule that vacation now, then I would encourage you to do this. Look at each month and at least start with a mini vacation, 2 to 3 days every month where you just completely turn off the cell phone, or at least don't look at it, don't look at your email. You go off the grid and you allow yourself, your mind and your body to revitalize without any interruptions when it comes to business. And then number three, and this is the most challenging one, yet it's the easiest one, but it's the most challenging, is to take regular breaks throughout the day. I mean, especially if you're an entrepreneur, small business owner, and you're working out of your home, you gotta take breaks because it's so easy just to work. But even if you're at the office or in the corporate world, right? Regular breaks. Here's a couple things you can do. Commit to 3 breaks a day. Number 1, right when you wake up, before you get moving, spend some time in thought and a little bit of conscious time just to prepare for your day. If you want some suggestions there, go check out, the GAMETIME morning process that I've recorded before, my morning process, and you can learn some things to do. But number 1 in the morning, take some time before you start your day, before you jump in the email, before you drink the coffee. 2, at lunch, take a break. So, maybe you could get up and take a walk, maybe you can read something, or maybe you can just sit there and breathe or meditate for like 10 or 15 minutes each and every day in the middle of the day. Lunchtime's a great time to do that. And then lastly, at the end of the day, whether right before you leave the office or right before you get home, right when you get home, maybe it's right after dinner, but shortly before or after dinner, before or after leaving the office, before or after closing your work, take another break where you just, again, clear your mind, spend some time breathing, meditating, take a walk, something where you're going to remove all the distractions and all the thoughts about your work so that you can refresh yourself on a daily basis. In fact, studies say that it's best that you take a break every 90 minutes for about 5 minutes. So if you can work that into your schedule over time, even better. So again, it's time, it's your time to focus on downtime and to get more sleep, to plan a vacation, and to at least take some breaks throughout the day. It's game time. Hey, thanks for tuning in today, and thanks for stepping up your game. Here's what you can do to spread the movement. Go to GAMETIMEmovement.com and be sure to share your game time moment of the day, your GMOTD, so that others will feel compelled to share their game time moments too. And if you haven't already, subscribe on iTunes or Stitcher Radio, and please be so kind to leave a rating and review so that we can reach 1 million people and encourage them to step up their game too. This is Andy Zitzmann reminding you it's your time, it's game time. Till next time.